What's up guys, Peter here from Reviews on Anything, and you're looking at the WILIT, which according to the manual is a modern LED table lamp with colorful light. I kid you not. The manual actually comes in this nice little pouch with a review and customer service guide and a cleaning cloth. And the manual actually comes in 2 languages here in Germany, which is quite nice and very well done, I think. So good job there, WILIT. Now you might be wondering why we are not filming this against the usual grey background and what this blue thing is. This is actually my son's bed. My son is 3 and we were looking for a nice light for him so we can read some books with him before bedtime without having the full room lights on. And at the same time we were looking for a sort of a night light that he can have on so it isn't completely dark in the room but doesn't blind him at the same time either. Now it is obviously a bit unstable to just put it up here, so I've double taped it to the bed. Hence is why we're filming this here, since I can't move it anymore. Now there's a few things to cover with this lamp, starting with the power cord. Nothing to see so far, you might think. This just plugs into the lamp and this goes into the wall. But it is actually a USB cable. Not really sure why that's the case. A normal cable would have done as well, because this is something you plug in once and it works. And it's not that you're going to take this lamp with you and think, oh, where can I plug this in? Oh, luckily I have my USB charger with me, and it's not micro USB on the other side either. And the power brick is twisted a little bit, as you can see. Not really sure why that is either, but I suppose somebody in the design department was thinking, oh, let's design something different. So I suppose that is what it is. It works, so no complaints there. When it's plugged in though, obviously you want to have some illumination. The illumination obviously is something that you want to direct as well, which is why this swivels around. This swivels around and it obviously goes up and down with the goose neck. So altogether very flexible, and you can certainly aim the light where you want it. Now the main light up here is LEDs, and you turn it on by pressing the main button once. You can see it turns on. It has 3 light settings from low to medium to high, and press it once more and it turns off. Now that's actually very nice that it's sort of dimmable, I suppose, but like we've also covered in a different LED light, it is quite annoying that you have to cycle through the brightness settings in order to turn it back off. So when you're reading something in the lower setting when it's dark, and in this case my kid is starting to get sleepy, I have to go through the bright setting before I can turn it off. Which is not a complete disaster, but it is something that is annoying. Then we have the color ring, as you can see, around the main button. And that actually powers the 2 lights here, which is the very colorful lights that the manual stated. Press it once and it turns on. And you can actually select the color yourself. So if you want it red, purple, you just press in the ring where you want it. Now you can also have them both at the same time, so that is a nice combination that you can have as well. And you can set the color to cycle through all the colors if you want a bit more of a sort of scenic effect, I suppose. So you can be very flexible in terms of how you want to set it up. What we usually do is we turn it on red like this, because that is sort of the least intrusive light at night, but still allows us to see whatever's going on when he needs our help in the middle of the night. And then we have it on the lower setting to read a book, and then when it's time to go to bed we just turn it off completely and leave the red light on. So altogether we have a nice mix there of a light that enables us to read some books without being too overwhelmingly bright, and at the same time a night light in the same lamp actually, so we don't have to have a separate night light that allows us to see something and allows him to see something as well without having to turn the full room light on. Now obviously this lamp being LED both here and there, it is very efficient. They claim up to 80% more efficient than any other lamp combination. And it has a very long lifespan. They claim 30,000 hours. So with this purchase you'll be good to go for the duration of your entire child's childhood. But if you use this in your living room or in any other environment, you'll be more than fine for the foreseeable future as well. Now this is the white version obviously, and it also comes in black, which is for some reason a little bit more expensive. But here in Germany this will set you back at 22 euros, so that is altogether not too bad. For I think a reasonably stylish lamp that actually has the functions in it exactly as we wanted it. I think it's particularly nice that you can actually choose the color here, that you don't have to cycle through all the colors until you find the right one and then hit a button again. So that's pretty cool. It also makes fun for my kid in this case, that he can select the color that he so desires whenever we're doing something in the evening. So altogether it's quite a nice lamp, and I think for 22 euros you could do a lot worse. The style is certainly not going to be for everybody, but I think it's reasonably well thought out of that the base light is the colors, and then obviously this for reading purposes. I think altogether it's a pretty decent design. So in conclusion, I quite like this. It's a lamp, so you know, it does what it needs to do. It has no Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, wireless charging or refrigerator built in. It's just a lamp, and in my case it fits exactly the need that I had for it. So I'm actually quite happy with it, and I can certainly recommend this for anybody in a child's room. This is Peter from Reviews on Anything with a look at the WILIT LED and very colorful light. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers!